first chapter, try and show you how an author uses pictures, questions and imagination to make a story. First chapter's only 2 pages long. I like to keep my chapters short, then we can have lots of exciting things at the end of each one, and hopefully you'll want to turn over the page and see what's happening next. The first one is called, you need to listen carefully as well because there's going to be loads of questions afterwards about this first chapter. The first one's called, Are We Nearly There Yet? Are we nearly there yet? Moaned Louis for the 12th time. Stop asking that, scolded Tizzy. You are nearly 8, you know. Not long now, said Mr. Bennett, smiling patiently. Anastasia Bennett was called Tizzy for short. She was nearly 11 years old, and her brother Louis, who always had to tell people how to say his name, Louis, not Louis, when he first met, was 7 3/4. The Bennett family were going on holiday in their car. As they passed over the long bridge that spanned the River Tamar, there was a sign which had 2 words on it, Cornwall and Kernow. Kernow is the old Cornish language name for Cornwall, explained Mr. Bennett. We'll soon be in the town of Newquay, which was once called Towan Glistra. My dad knows everything, thought Tizzy. Yes, and my friend told that there are real gnomes in Cornwall, enthused Louis. They live in people's gardens and come alive at night. And there are trolls and sea monsters, and little people called piskies that only children can see. My brother doesn't know anything, thought Tizzy. Be a good girl and use your brother for a while, said Mum, handing her daughter a booklet. Here, show him all about the Eden Project. We're going there tomorrow morning. Look at these 2 huge white domes, Louis, said Tizzy, pointing at the front page of the booklet. Louis looked as Tizzy continued. They're so big that one has a jungle in it and the other has a desert. Louis was puzzled. How can they have a jungle and a desert in there? Because the scientists made it so that the climate is like a real jungle in one dome and like a desert in the other, explained Tizzy. What's a climate? Queried Louis. It's the weather and temperature in a particular place, answered Tizzy. It's warm and wet in the jungle and hot and dry in the desert. Louis gave her one of his confused looks. But where do they get the plants? They collect them from all over the world and put them in the big white domes to live, said Tizzy. They've even brought back carnivorous plants from some places. What's carnivorous? Asked Louis, screwing up his face because he'd never heard that word before. It means meat-eating, answered his sister. If you get too close, they'll eat you, Louis. They like eating little boys. No way, shrugged Louis, pretending not to be bothered. Stop frightening your brother, Tizzy, cautioned Mum. You know he has nightmares. Tizzy went quiet, reading all about the Eden Project for the rest of the journey. Louis was quiet too. He was thinking about carnivorous plants and wondering whether they really could eat people.